Hello everyone, my name is Brayden, this is Airless Quill 9, and in today's video we got a special one going on. We're going to talk about the hill giant. These are giants of crags and valleys. We're going to compare their 2024 stat block with the 2014 iteration, talk about what changes have been made, and I'll let you know if this is a better stat block for the hill giant than we've had previously. So let's go ahead and talk briefly about what a hill giant is. Because hill giants live among rugged bluffs and highlands. They stand about 3 times the size of most humans, and these giants exhibit skin and hair with a range of shades, including hues suggestive of the earth and mosses near their dwellings. Among hidden valleys, pristine waterfalls, and game-filled slopes, hill giants usually find their needs met by nature's bounty. What the wilderness doesn't provide, hill giants make, crafting clothes, tools, and weapons from rocks, wood, and hides. When they encounter strangers, hill giants might be suspicious and protective of their territories, but some might be convinced to share their bounties with travelers willing to entertain them. Disaster, invasion, or want might drive hill giants from their homes into other people's lands. Some displaced hill giants might steal what they need or seek revenge for their losses by causing ruin among smaller beings. Others might take up lives of raiding or serve other giants in return for protection. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2014 stat block. I do quite like this art of the hill giants. We can see a male and female version of the hill giant here. And yeah, they are just towering behemoths above the local human populace. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so this is the 2024 hill giant stat block. So they are huge giants, chaotic evil, they have an armor class of 13, an initiative of +2, 105 hit points, a speed of 40 feet. For ability scores, they have a strength of 21, dexterity of 8, constitution 19, intelligence of 5, wisdom of 9, and charisma of 6. They also have, for their skills, perception at +2, giving them a passive perception of 12 for their senses. They know giant as a language. They are a challenge rating of 5 creature, giving it 1,800 experience points and a proficiency bonus of +3. And for their actions, they have a multi-attack that allows them to make 2 attacks using either Tree Club or Trash Lob in any combination. Tree Club is a melee attack roll, they +8 to hit in a reach of 10 feet. It deals 3d8 +5 bludgeoning damage on a hit. And if the target is a large or smaller creature, it also gains the prone condition as well, which is quite nice. Trash Lob, on the other hand, is a ranged attack roll, they +8 to hit, a range of 60 to 240 feet, which is quite a long range, and on a hit, it deals 2d10 +5 bludgeoning damage. And the target has the poison condition until the end of its next turn. So that is quite a interesting addition there. But what all is different here? Well, let's talk about it. So, in 2014, the hill giant had a -1 to initiative because it was not proficient in initiative in 2014. Now, in the 2024 version, the hill giant actually has a +2 to initiative, so it no longer has a negative there, which is quite nice for the hill giant. The main changes to this stat block, though, are in the action section, which is where it actually quite needed changes. So, what all is different here? Well, first off, we have the Tree Club attack. The Tree Club does the exact same damage as the Great Club attack in 2014, but it has the addition of adding that prone condition if the target is large or smaller. So that is a nice addition to that attack, other than the small name change there. In addition, we have the Trash Lob attack, which has replaced the Rock attack. And Trash Lob actually has some things going for it. First off is it is only dealing 2d10 plus 5 bludgeoning damage, but it's pretty close in line with the damage that Tree Club is dealing. And it automatically poisons the target until the end of its next turn on a hit, which is also quite nice to see. But the real interesting thing here is in the multi-attack, the giant now makes 2 attacks, and it can use Tree Club or Trash Lob in any combination. So it could make 2 Tree Club attacks, 2 Trash Lob attacks, or 1 of each, depending on what the situation requires it to do, which just gives it some much needed versatility. Because in 2014, the Hill Giant could make 2 Great Club attacks, or it made 1 rock attack, and the rock didn't really do much other than it dealt 3d10 plus 5 bludgeoning damage. So it wasn't as good as the Great Clubs, which it didn't need to be, but it was just kind of bland, personally. Now, there seems to be a lot of flavor in this stat block, because Tree Club makes a whole lot of sense that it's just proning creature. They're getting hit with a large branch of a tree by a giant. That just makes a lot of sense to me, and I like the addition of the prone condition on that attack. And then Trash Lob is pretty interesting because it could literally be anything that they are chucking at a creature, and yeah, it poisons them, which is quite interesting here. It just, I don't know, it just makes me think that they have like a sack on their side that has a bunch of like cow dung in it, which is quite funny to think about. So yeah, I like the new flavor in the stat block, and I quite like the changes to this. I think this is not crazy overall, but it just makes the stat block a little bit more interesting to run, and I like the addition of conditions in the attacks because it just adds some variety that the Hill Giant didn't have before and makes them a little bit more of an interesting threat to face. But yeah, that's it for Hill Giant. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. Until the next video, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all later. See ya.